Manx Radio's 1 to 3, tended by Ramsey Garden Centre.
Paul McCartney, don't you know? You did know. Everyone knows that's Paul McCartney. It is a cracking Christmas tune, that. It is wonderful Christmas time, of course. You're listening to Christy on 1 to 3. And I've got a guest. Hello, Ed Wilson.
Hello. How are we?
I'd mentioned at the top of the show, it's nice to get a drummer out of the house. You're actually out of the house quite a lot. You're a very busy boy.
Well, if I'm not in the house, I'm in my drum teaching room.
Yeah, which, you've got to earn a living.
One of two places.
Got to earn a living somehow. I should ask though, because of course you've got two gorgeous young girls. How excited is your house at this time of year?
So, I reckon they're very excited. I would say at the minute, you can see our house from space. At the minute, we've got so many Christmas lights in our house.
Is it a bit National Lampoon?
It's I don't want to know. I know they're LEDs, but I really don't want to know what our electricity bills are going to be in December.
Do you know what it's going to be? Worth it.
Worth it. Wow, thanks.
That's what it's going to be.
I
was just channeling Christmas spirit
there. There we go. That's what we need. I have come on way too hot to this, haven't I?
Well, I've got to say, I'm impressed as well that you are doing some Christmas shopping, which is good. Yep. Which for me, that's quite early for me, actually getting your Christmas shopping done.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Are you normally quite eager?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
You're a last-minute shopper?
I was talking to someone about this, and it's like, when does when does making the same mistake lots of time just become just a habit? And it's like, that's just who you are now.
It's just part of my personality to be late for everything.
Yeah. It's not my personal record. My personal record was once doing all my Christmas shopping in about 25 minutes when I was at university, and I literally got my mum to pick me up from the train station, park the car in town. It was a 30-minute parking limit, and I just went and ran around all the shops in town and got it all done. It was fine. Everyone was happy.
Probably lots of gifts that everyone opened and went, what?
Oh yeah, how many bars of soap from Lush does a middle-aged man?
With that. Yeah, middle-aged man though. Yeah, fair point. I know, as we mentioned, of course, you are a musician as well. So busy time of year.
Indeed.
And we've got some gigs coming up, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But I have been asking people for the best bits this week, and today's best bit question of Christmas is: what is the best Christmas song, Ed Wilson? What is your favourite bestest Christmas song?
My favourite Christmas song.
Yeah.
And this is an easy one. I don't know how well known it is. White Wine in the Sun.
I don't know
Tim
it.
Minchin.
Oh, is that Tim Minchin one?
Tim Minchin, White Wine in the Sun.
How do I not know that?
I don't know.
He's a fellow ginger. I should know everything he's done.
Yep. I almost every year I do some sort of social media thing going, just to remind everyone, this is the best Christmas song ever written.
Well, I'm going to have to dig it out, and I'll play it in the live lounge on Saturday then. Okay, so remind me, and I will do that.
Have a box of tissues nearby. It's quite...
He's good at tugging at the heartstrings, isn't he though?
He's a sickeningly talented man.
I know. Well, I do want to hear from all of you out there as well. Solidarity with our Ed Wilson here. Are you last minute shoppers? I absolutely am. I was telling you before, I can't say what it is, but I've only bought one Christmas gift so far.
It's a good one.
It's a good one, we think. It might be one of those lead balloon moments, but I'm hoping it's a good one. We're here to talk about Carolaoke, which is happening for a second time, which we're very excited about.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about that in just a moment, but I thought we'd put on one of the songs that you may hear in Ramsey on Sunday as part of Carolaoke, and also we're going to put it on because we had a message in from Karen, who said that one of my faves is Wham, but also Brenda Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. So we'll put that on and then we'll find out exactly what Carolaoke is. It's Brenda Lee and Rocking Around the Christmas Tree here on Manx Radio. I've got some lovely messages coming in. We're asking for your best bits of Christmas, and today the question is, what is the best Christmas song? And I did say it could be a carol. It doesn't have to be a pop song, so lots of you getting in touch with your favourite pop songs, but we just had this message in. Kirsty said, I love hearing In the Deep Midwinter. Oh, what a gorgeous song that is. I tell you what else I love, Kirsty, which you might like if you like Deep Midwinter. Coventry Carol, the one that goes lullaby, lullaby. Absolutely beautiful stuff. So do let me know, what are your best Christmas songs? Again, just joined by Ed Wilson, or not just, he's been here for several minutes. We've been having a lovely little natter in the background here about all sorts of random stuff. But now we're going to talk about Carolaoke, Ed, which we talked to you about this last year. It was the first one last year.
It was, yes.
So for those that don't know though and didn't make it last year, what is Carolaoke?
So what is the official blurb that I've come to for this? So basically, Carolaoke, it's quite simple. It's essentially a carol concert. But the idea is that we kind of try to sort of, we sort of try to blur the lines a little bit. So it's not just a group of people singing to an organ in sort of the traditional sense. At the same time, it's not karaoke. Oh, it's not karaoke.
Not karaoke,
sorry.
yeah.
So it's this kind of halfway where we have the live band, and it is led by two incredible front people this year, who we might get to name later. And essentially the idea is that we are going to play a selection of, more... I say modern Christmas songs, but to be honest with you, that's probably just
There's a big mix, actually.
It's not that modern anymore, but more contemporary Christmas songs.
Yeah.
And the idea is that we get the audience to sing along and come on stage and join us. And we're going to have, last year we had kids coming up on stage and forming little impromptu kids choirs. Yeah, it's basically just an opportunity to kind of sing those songs, those kind of guilty pleasure Christmas songs a little bit. And yeah, it's always, last year was the first one, and we didn't really know how it was going to go. So we were in a little venue in Ramsey that essentially someone showed me a picture a couple of days after the event, and there were queues of people trying to get in.
I know, my mum and dad were standing outside going, we can hear the music,
we can't
get inside.
Yeah, so, and it wasn't supposed to be quite as exclusive as that.
It
but
was just because
really
lots of people turned up,
amazing.
basically.
It was really good. So this year, we've upped the ante a little bit. So we're actually going to be going, and the venue is the Ramsey Lifeboat Station, which I went into the other day, and I went, I don't know, but it was filled with a lifeboat. And then I went back in when the lifeboat was out of the way. I went, this is a really big space. So we need the people that couldn't get in last year to come in, get yourselves positioned front row centre. And
fill up the space for us, make it warm and cosy, and bring your best voice. Because as Ed's saying, one of the points of this event is not just fundraising, we'll come to that in a moment, but it is singing together. Because there's something about at Christmas, a whole bunch of voices all singing together. It is heartwarming, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's so many studies recently about just the sort of the health benefits of doing that, getting together. It raises, it gets the endorphins going, and it's just an incredible experience, So I think it's a way of kind of getting more people to that, making it more accessible, making it family friendly, and again, importantly, because of obviously my day job, it's about having that live band and people being able to see, musicians playing, not having it sort of, not too distant. So it's like, they're up on a big stage miles away. It's like, no, we're right here. You can see the panic in our eyes as we kind of remember which key these songs are in.
And as you're saying, if people are in the audience, know the song in particular, and they're brave enough, they could get up and join us.
They are actively encouraged to.
Yeah, exactly. And last year, I have to say, so full disclosure, I basically turned up and muscled in last year. I got there, and because I know this lovely bunch of folk, I just sort of jumped on stage, grabbed a mic and sang along. And so you've wrote me in properly this year.
Yeah. I mean, that's the punishment.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be there making a fool of myself. So do come down, join us in. We've got Sal Wilson as well. Ed's lovely wife, Sally Ann Wilson, who's a fabulous singer, is also going to be up front there, and all these wonderful musicians behind. So come along, join in, and it's all for a very good cause, isn't it?
Yes. So we're going to be raising funds this year for the Ramsey Lifeboat Station. Obviously, it's, we are an island. This year is the 200th anniversary of the RNLI. I have to always say that very carefully, though. RNLI. We are a seaside town, and so to have that sort of that service available to us, it's incredible. The work that they do, and the danger that they put themselves in. Mm-hmm. Again, I've kind of spent the last sort of couple of months actually kind of going down and kind of just seeing what they do, and it's terrifying. It
is, honestly. As you said, they put themselves in, frontline danger, basically, whenever they go out there to save all of us after. Often we've been a bit naffed sometimes, So many thanks to them for that. So it's all raising money for that. So I take it people can just donate when they get down there. Is that the idea?
We'll have so the crew will hopefully all be down there with buckets, and we can all just give what you can. Again, it's not the prime. We'd obviously love to raise lots of money for them, but ultimately it's about turning up and just singing along.
Yeah, and it's remind us what time and where again, just so everyone knows.
2 till 4 this Sunday, the 22nd, at the Ramsey Lifeboat Station on Queen's Promenade.
So come on down, bring your best voices, and if you have little children as well that like to get up and join in, there will be plenty of opportunity for that as well.
Absolutely.
So do that. We're going to get a song on for you in just a few minutes after the break. Tell us what you have chosen and why. Remember, it's Bryan Adams.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, sorry.
Run,
that one.
Rudolph.
Yeah. Bryan Adams. Run, Rudolph. And this was only because I didn't actually know that Bryan Adams had done this, and then it started a conversation a minute ago where I realised that Bryan Adams was the first album that I ever bought in 1988 on
there
cassette.
You go. On cassette. Oh, cassettes. Yeah. I tried to. Oh, sorry. I'm slightly distracted because Mark Cavendish is on the BBC up above your head. They haven't collected his award last night.
I'll allow it.
Because I tried to put my cassettes recently back in a cassette player and they all tore apart. You know how they get stuck. I was very disappointed.
And then you get to prove the joy of
the
winding it back
pencil
in with a
winding
pencil.
Exactly.
A bunch of children looking at you going, what are you doing? Yeah.
Well, I tell you what you will be doing on Sunday. You'll be coming and joining us, won't you all? Please come down and see us on Sunday. Join in. It's going to be brilliant. It's all for a fantastic cause as well. Ed Wilson, your song's will be on in a few minutes. Many thanks for popping in and seeing us.
Thank you.
And a happy Christmas and Nolet Gennell to you and all of yours.
And right back at you.
Manx Radio's 1 to 3, tended by Ramsey Garden Centre.